Welcome to SpeechSphere. SpeechSphere is designed to help you practice English, measure your speaking performance, and give you useful feedback and insights. In this activity, you'll step into a university networking event. You'll start with a short check-in conversation at the entrance, then move to the networking floor, where you'll meet and talk with other attendees in a professional environment. Your responses will be used to assess how clearly, naturally, and appropriately you communicate in English. Choose how you'd like your character to be represented.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well too. Thanks. So, how can I help you today?
I'm here to check in for the networking event. I registered online.
Sure, let me help you with that. Can you confirm your name and school for me?
Yeah, I'm Asher Bloom. I go to NYU.
Great, you're all checked in. We'll have lunch later, after the event. Do you have any allergies?
Yes, I'm allergic to tomatoes.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. Okay, great, you're all set. Enjoy the event. You can head in through the doors on your right.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey, I'm Rosie. This event's kind of packed, huh? Have you met many people yet?
Hey Rosie, nice to meet you. I'm Asher Bloom. Yeah, it's pretty packed. I've talked to a few people so far, but I'm more interested in finding good conversations than just meeting a lot of people. What about you? Have you had any conversations that stood out so far?
Nice to meet you too, Asher. Honestly, yeah, a couple were actually solid, but a lot felt kind of surface level. So I'm with you on wanting real convos. What usually makes a conversation feel worth it to you?
Yeah, I get that. For me, it's when the conversation goes past surface level and you actually get a sense of how someone thinks or what they care about. That's what makes it feel real. What about you? What makes a conversation stand out to you?
Same, honestly. When someone says something a little unexpected or is just real about what they're into, I'm instantly more locked in. Like, What's something you care about enough that you could talk about it way too long?
For me, it's how people experience things and what makes something feel natural versus frustrating. That's why I got into UI UX. I can go on about that for a while. What about you? What's something you get really into when you start talking about it?
Okay, wait. That's actually super cool because the way stuff feels to use says so much about how people think without them even realizing it. I can yap for way too long about music and why certain songs just hit at the exact right moment. What kind of UI UX stuff do you like thinking about most?
I like thinking about how small details like timing or layout change how something feels to use. That's the part I get into most. Your music take is interesting though. What do you think makes the song hit at the right moment for you?
It's usually the mix of mood and timing. Like if a song somehow puts words or energy to something I didn't totally know I was feeling, it hits crazy hard. And honestly, your thing feels kinda similar too, because tiny design choices can totally change someone's whole vibe with a product.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. It's like the song clicks with something you are already feeling and just brings it out of more. I like that way of thinking about it. What kind of music do you usually find yourself going back to?
I bounce around a lot, but I always come back to indie, alt pop, and stuff that feels a little dreamy or emotionally chaotic in the best way. You seem super thoughtful, so now I'm curious. What kind of music do you go back to most?
That's a cool mix. I get what you mean by that dreamy, slightly chaotic feel. I usually go back to more mellow stuff, some country like Take Me Home, Country Roads, and things like Taylor Swift's Folklore. It's more low key, but it sticks. What are some artists or songs you feel like always hit for you?
Wait, yeah, folklore totally makes sense for you. It's mellow, but still so specific and reflective, which feels very your vibe. For me, stuff like Phoebe Bridgers, Lord, and maybe Scott Street or Ribs always hit. But honestly, this was such a good convo, Asher. Really nice meeting you.
I'm Aurora, the examiner. We will see what you have learned. Question 1. Greet me politely and introduce yourself.
Hey Aurora, nice to meet you. I'm Asher Bloom. Glad to be here and chat with you.
Pass. Polite and appropriate. You greeted warmly, introduced yourself clearly, and used good manners. Question 2. Use a piece of networking event related vocabulary appropriately in a sentence.
I'm here to network and meet people in the field, learn a bit from others, and see where those conversations might lead.
Pass. Good use of event related vocabulary. Network fits naturally in the context of a networking event. Nice, clear sentence. Question 3. Tell me something about yourself as naturally and authentically as you can.
I'd say I'm a pretty curious person. I really enjoy movies because I like seeing different stories and perspectives. I also care a lot about doing good work. So when something matters to me, I try to give it my best. Outside of that, I enjoy learning new things and having real conversations with people.
Pass. This sounds genuine and natural. You shared your interests and values in a clear, conversational way without sounding forced. Question 4. How would you clearly explain your major to someone?
I study computer science and I focus on UI UX design and software engineering. Basically, that means I learn how to build apps and systems, but also how to make them easy and enjoyable for people to use. So it's a mix of the technical side, like coding, and the design side, like understanding how users think and creating intuitive experiences.
Pass. Your explanation is clear and easy to follow, with a strong balance between technical and user-focused aspects. The examination is complete. Well done. Review your performance on the TV.